Bienvenidos a Latino Studies at UT Austin. Latino Studies works to uphold the mission of ethnic studies by creating space to explore and understand the lives of Latinos in the United States and advance Latino thought and advocacy at the University of Texas at Austin. We comprise of 3 units: the Center for Mexican American Studies, the Department of Mexican American and Latina Latino Studies, and the Latino Research Institute.
My favorite part of being a Latino Studies major is the community that I feel I'm a part of. The moment I walked into my first intro class for my Latino Studies major, I just felt like I found my people and I found my purpose. And being part of UT, which is such a huge campus and it's so diverse, but it's still a PWI, it's hard to find a place where you feel like you belong, and I was able to find that through Latino Studies.
The Center for Mexican American Studies was born of the Civil Rights Movement, during which Chicano students demanded representation on campus in the form of Mexican American topics added to the university's curriculum. Thanks to their collective action, the center was established at UT in 1970. Today, the Center for Mexican American Studies connects our students to the Austin community through outreach and public events, including our annual Papa Pachanga, a popular outdoor celebration of Latinx arts and culture, featuring art-making stations led by working artists, DJ sets by local musicians, free food, and more. The Department of Mexican American and Latina Latino Studies, which was established in 2014, is home to the academic major and minor and is one of only a few programs in the country to offer a doctoral degree in Latino Studies. Students can choose from a variety of dynamic courses that center Latinx lives and issues, including gender and sexuality, immigration and migration, linguistics, environmental studies, and Latinx psychology.
My favorite part about Latino Studies are the people. When I was a student there, I had the opportunity to work with professors and classmates and other students who came from all over the country. And it was really cool learning that we all had very similar upbringings and cultural experiences. And because of those similarities, we create a community together within the university.
Latino Studies stays busy year-round, recording Latin Experts, the official Latino Studies podcast, and offering students professional experience with community partners through the department's internship program. In addition to academics and activism, Latino Studies is committed to being a home away from home for students by providing friendship and support in the form of wellness events and La Tiendita, a donation-based pantry for students with free, non-perishable food, toiletries, and household supplies. The most recent addition to the Latino Studies family is the Latino Research Institute, established in 2016. The LRI takes a research-based approach to creating and advancing knowledge that sustains healthy and productive environments and promotes social justice for Latino communities. For example, Healthy Rural Texas is a community partnership that promotes healthy lifestyles for rural Latino populations in South Texas.
Latino Studies is important because it creates a safe space for students in an environment that is very intimidating and very new for so many of us. It's also important because the courses allow everybody to learn a different part of history that they may not have heard before, and it allows our truths and our histories to be told.
Latino Studies is important because our communities have faced misrepresentation and discrimination for far too long. And truly the only way that that's ever going to change is if we start educating ourselves on our history, our policy, and how to move forward, how to be inclusive, how to push for diversity, how to push for freedom and representation, proper representation. Latino Studies, to me, is simply a vessel that allows us to have a voice and for that voice to be heard. And I think that is very important.
At Latino Studies, our staff, faculty, and students boldly reclaim the narratives that have told our history, shaped our present, and defined our future. We are anchored in our self-respect and self-determination, telling our stories through cultural exploration, scholarship and research, first-class teaching, and transformative policy research and analysis. What starts here is changing the world and Black and Brown people's place in it.